All right, let's talk about small business grants. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If this is your first time watching me, I am Trina Boyd. I am the founder of Women in Power. Women in Power is a nonprofit organization that helps women in business. We help them with starting, we help them with scaling, we help them with business getting business credit and government contracting. So, one of the things you may learn about me is that I talk about grants a lot. That's primarily what my channel is about, but I also talk about government contracting. I also talk about how to get business credit and how to scale your business. So, all of that, if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. And then I also want to invite you out to my book launch party, which is going to be coming up soon. I don't have a date yet, but if you are following me, then you will get that information once I announce it. But you can come out, even if you're not in North Carolina, you can still come out and obtain a copy of your book. It will help you to learn how to step by step on how to get grants for your business, and it will save you money if you don't have to pay anyone to write those grants for you. I do want to say that I do have membership. You can apply for membership if you're interested in any of those levels of membership, grant writing, business credit, government contracting. All right, so let's get into it. So, one of the things, something happened, I would say last week, where I was trying to figure out a way to help the members of Women in Power to get approved for grants, right? So, one of the things I have been analyzing is when I help someone get approved for grants, like what do they do different than someone who is not getting approved. So one of the things that I've learned that number one is the people who are not getting approved are not applying, right? They're not applying for the grants. So in order for you to get approved, you have to at least put yourself out there to apply to even, a lot of times you already qualify, but you're not applying. So I pray that if you're watching this video and then you learn how to apply for grants, I pray that you do apply for grants because that's important. So that's the first thing I know is that the women who were not getting approved was because we're getting approved for small because they're small business grants or they're for business owners, but they wasn't applying. And then the second thing is I noticed they don't have the foundation. So the foundation of having a professional email, they'll just apply and they don't have a professional email or just little things like that that may have it to where they're not winning because they're not following the basic rules. Because when you're applying for small business grants, there are basic foundations that you're going to need in order to even just set yourself up to win. So I'm very optimistic too, but one of the things I know is that in order to win, you got to be ready. You got to be able to qualify. So anytime you're in a game or if you are running track or whatever, um you have to have certain shoes. You have to, it's qualifications in order for you to even qualify to run. If you run track or if you play a sport, you have to have on certain gear. So think about it like business. You have to have certain qualifications in order to apply. A lot of times you have to have a website. You have to have, professional email. You have to have certain things, right? So those two right there will stop you from even playing not having that foundation, right? So that's one and two. But also, what about the people who are they're ready to play. They have a website, they have a professional email, they have the checklist that I give out um for if you are a small business and you're trying to get small business grants. Before I continue, make sure you comment your business link below. I would like to check out what your business is about. Yeah, so let's just say now we're at the point where we have a business owner who have the foundation of ready to apply and what is disqualifying them. So now we're down to a smaller percentage of women who may have everything and they are actually applying, they're ready, they know everything looks good online, whatever, because that's how the funders are going to find you, off of your online profile or your online platform or your social medias or your website or whatever, or a combination of all, right? So let's just say we have that small percentage of women who are there, right? What is disqualifying them from winning? So that's one of the things I was thinking about last week. And so God was telling me, He was like, go onto, because we on our membership site, we have a separate app where our members meet privately. So we have a small, like, we have a community of women. It's not small, but it's an app where we can go on and communicate, and that's only for members. So if you, like I said, if you're interested in the membership, make sure you apply it below. But what happened is, he was like, go on there and let them know they need to be looking on the local level. So I told him, I said, hey, go apply, because I wanted to see who was going to actually do it or eventually do it. I was like, hey, go Google, grants in your city, state, or your county or whatever. And then I think a couple people did, not a lot. But just showing, like, when I tell you, like, some people aren't doing it, so they're not getting the money because they're not applying. So you have to apply. That's number one. But it was a revelation from God, so it should have been paid more attention to, because God told me to do it, for them to do it, to see on the local level. Because when I think about the people who've gotten approved through my mentorship, so a young lady, she did get approved for 2 grants through the national grant, which is Hello Alice. I talked about Hello Alice. But also the other people that I have helped, they got approved on the local level. So one lady got approved for 200,000 on the local level through her city. Another young lady got approved for 18,000. That was through her state. And so God allowed me to see that. He was like, okay, these are the people. And then another lady got approved for $1 million. I think that was on the I want to say that was on the federal level. It could have been through her state, but it was for veterans. But either way, with all of that being said, you have those different levels and with less competition. Just imagine, like today we just got a Zoom call, but just imagine one of my members, she's in a rural area. So rural is like maybe 10 people there. I'm over exaggerating. It's more than 10 people, but rural is like, it's not a lot of people there, right? And so just imagine how many business owners are there. Not a lot. But then also imagine if they have grant funding out and none of them know about it, because a lot of people don't know about grants, not for your business anyway. So this is something new. I talk about, how grants have emerged over the past 7 to 10 years, how 10 years ago they didn't have grants for businesses. And if you saw a grant for a business 10 years ago and they asked for money, don't do it, right? But now it's like it's grants out there, for businesses, for small businesses. So just imagine being in a rural area and being a small business and knowing that it could be money out there for you. So we was able to find a grant in a rural area today from one of my members. I think it was for I want to say from $2,000 to $10,000. But just imagine how many people in her area know about that grant. Probably just her, to be honest with you, because I know that area. But either way, this is why I'm saying the revelation behind small business grants is to know that you may have money on your local level that you could be taking advantage of. So that's what I wanted to talk to you all about today, was looking on the local level. The local level, because a lot of times when you elect people into office or you vote people into office, they hear your cry, right? Some of them do and some of them don't. But either way, the ones who hear you, they're asking for money on the federal level to trickle down to your city level and your county level. That's what they're there for. This is why it's important to vote. This is why it's important to know what people are doing, what they stand for. So if you're a small business owner and you are looking to vote, because your local election matters, but looking to vote for someone who is passionate about a small business owner, also looking to vote for maybe a small business owner, or a business owner. That's important, because a lot of times when I'm looking at, elected officials or people who are going into office, what are you like? What are you doing? What is your occupation? Are you a veteran? Are you a small business owner? So if you're a small business owner, I know my small business is at heart with yours, right? I know you're going to fight for small businesses. I know you're passionate about small businesses. So those things that I consider when I'm voting. So this is what you need to consider as well, because they can ask for dollars from the federal level that can trickle down to your city and your county. When the pandemic happened, those things happened. Like money came down from the federal level down to the city level, down to the county level. So this is important. So I encourage you, after listening to this video, I encourage you to go and apply for grants on your local level. If you say, hey, I don't know how to do that, right? You probably say, I don't know how to look for them, nothing. I encourage you, if you're watching this video, if you don't know how to do any of that, whatever, then make sure you click the link below, which is going to be my 5-day grant writing challenge, which is going to show you how to do that. My grant writing challenge is going to, of course, it's a challenge, but I am going to challenge you and show you too. Not only challenge you, but show you where to go. It's going to be a hands-on, interactive challenge. So in that challenge, you're going to learn how to look for grants, how to apply for grants, but also how to apply and look on your local level, because that's where the dollars that we don't know about, people don't know about. I know about it, but people don't know about them. They're not looking, right? So that's one of the things that's just one of a million things we're probably going to talk about. Okay. So with that being said, make sure you click the link for that challenge. Also, if you just want to mentor on grants and stuff like that, make sure you are sign up for or apply for membership with Women in Power. And then I may post my link for my one-on-ones if you're looking for that as well. But if you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thank you all for watching.